All right, we're out here on a beautiful day. Nice and cool, chilly. All right, we got grapeseed oil. Why grapeseed oil? High smoke point, no flavor. High heat. Carrots. Look at this. I don't even have my cutting board out. Why? I don't need it. Kitchen, have your veggies already cut. Celery, already cut. Onions, already cut. I like that. Already cut onions, already cut celery. Now here you got to make a decision. You can go as far as you want. You can develop a lot of flavor and get those dark colors, or you can stay bright and keep the vegetables a little crunchy. It's whatever you want. You've got to decide. What I'm going to do is I like the vegetables to get just glossy. See that shine on there? Let it shine, baby. Fresh. We have a meat market. We have our own sausage program. We make our own sausage. Texas chorizo, made fresh. Bam! Grass-fed beef. Guess where? Fresh. Boom! Your traditional flavors for chili, cumin, and look how cool this is, guys. This is our bulk department of fresh. 65 cents for 4 ounces. Great bang for your buck. Okay, and then I got basil. A lot of times you'll see people when they make chili, they have their own dry herb that they put in there. It's usually something along the lines, oregano, marjoram, thyme, basil. I like doing basil with the cumin, and then we're gonna add some fresh herbs at the end, which I'll show you. It's important though, depending on who you're cooking for, this is when you would add your spicy, all your chili powders and all that. I'm staying very simple, cumin and a little dry herb, and then we're gonna finish it with fresh herb and do some tomato product. But if you wanted to add, to heat it up, add fresh jalapenos. You'd add your fresh jalapenos when you add your veggies and saute them. You'd add your smoked chili powder. Some people these days are doing espresso. Coffee cooking's a pretty big thing. Your different paprikas and your chili powders, this is when you would do it. And I gauge my cumin on how I smell it once it's kind of started sauteing and seeing the oils come out. I'm going to add a little more. Cumin's one of those things that you can add a lot of it, and there's a window of, yeah, you can add a little more. Ooh, that was a little too much, but it's still good. But then once you go over and add too much cumin, boom, draw the line, game over. So the best thing to do is add a little bit, taste it, and go, oh, that's good. I taste the cumin. I could add a little more. I'd like a little more of that taste. Or perfect, leave it alone. Don't add a ton because, add a little bit at a time. Okay, we got that sizzle, all about flavor. I got canned diced tomatoes, canned tomato sauce, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of tomato paste. And I think the tomato paste, it gives it some really good, strong tomato acidity. But then it also, tomato paste is one of those things, those old schoolers, like our grandparents, my grandmother, they would add tomato paste to things because it helps bring things together. So it's almost like a thickening agent. So now we're going to stir all this up. Yummy! And then now, we're going to add our chicken stock. Now, if you remember the Chicken 101 lesson where we were utilizing the whole chicken, we got our chicken stock. Awesome, practical, and very economical. And we're just going to add our chicken stock. If you're a chili guy that likes beans and you want to use dried beans, add a little more chicken stock at this point, so then the beans can cook in there, and you're going to need to let it cook a lot longer. If you're a guy that adds canned beans, just add it here so all the flavors can come together. But now all we're going to do is we're going to bring this up to a boil. I'd let this simmer for as little as 45 minutes to an hour, for as long as a couple hours. Real low, just let those flavors meld. If I was going to do something where I had all day to get it going, I'd definitely add a little white wine, maybe a Shiner because we're in Texas, or a good winter lager. That's that whole thing of building flavor. I wanted to make a very simple and basic one, and then hopefully point out some things that'll stimulate you to kind of start thinking outside of the box, that you can customize it for you or for your likings. Now that we got everything in here and we're waiting for it to come up to a boil, we always got to taste it. Touch more salt, touch more pepper. We got our chili. Yummy, very, very, very basic, simple. This is a starting point for you to tweak it however you so like. So you just add a little butter at the end. They call it a final liaison. It gives a little chic, it gives a little richness. Super yummy. I love doing it with in brothy things because they're really light, and then that butter melds in with the liquid, and it doesn't necessarily thicken up the viscosity because you're not adding too much. It just gives a little richness. And I love that brothy, light mouthfeel with a little bit of that butter. So then last but not least, I got some fresh cilantro. I got fresh thyme. I love cilantro and thyme mixed together. And then mix that in. This is one of those things too, guys. Don't follow this to the T. I just want you to see that putting a fresh herb at the last minute would be really good. What herb it is up to you. I'll do a classic little garnish on chili. Gotta have creme fraiche or sour cream. Maybe a little more cilantro to make it look pretty. Touch of thyme. And then we make croutons in our bakery. These croutons are great. It's our baguette with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, olive oil, and salt. And then I just can't refuse. But you gotta try it now. Perfect chili on a chilly day. Get in the kitchen, try it out.